This video will guide you through reviewing an independent contractor agreement. Independent contractor agreement review is a frequently requested service on the ContractsCounsel platform, since contractors and businesses want to understand the terms before signing. If you have received an independent contractor agreement and need to review it, then this video is for you. Before we start, just a brief disclaimer. The following information is provided for educational purposes and in no way constitutes legal advice. For legal advice, we encourage you to consult a licensed attorney. We will cover top considerations when reviewing an independent contractor agreement, key terms to find and understand in your agreement, and costs to hire a lawyer for legal review. We have also added a link in the description below with information on legal fees. Now let's get started. Top considerations for independent contractor agreements. Independent contractor agreements are legally binding agreements between contractors and clients that can significantly impact your professional relationship. Before diving into specific terms, here are some top considerations to keep in mind. Contractor status. It is important for the agreement to clearly state the contractor's status as a contractor and not an employee. There are laws related to classifying contractors versus employees, and businesses want to make sure this is clearly stated in the agreement since it has tax benefits and compliance implications. Intellectual property. The contractor will likely be creating work product on behalf of their client. Determine who will own the intellectual property created during the course of the engagement. Compliance with laws. Independent contractor agreements must comply with relevant laws and regulations. As stated above, a common issue that needs to be addressed is classifying the contractor as a contractor as opposed to an employee. Consider hiring a lawyer. It is always recommended to hire a lawyer to help review an independent contractor agreement. They can ensure the contract is legally compliant, help you understand industry standard terms, and coach you on negotiations. Key terms to understand. Independent contractor agreements contain many important terms that you should understand. Here are some key terms to look for. 1. Parties involved. Ensure that the names and details of all parties involved are correctly stated. If there are two businesses in the transaction, make sure the full legal names of the businesses are used. 2. Scope of work. Find the section that clearly outlines the services to be provided, including timelines and milestones. Make sure these match previous discussions. 3. Payment terms. Review the section that specifies the payment terms, including amounts, due dates, and acceptable payment methods. 4. Confidentiality. Find any requirements to keep information confidential and understand what information this includes so you do not make any mistakes. 5. Intellectual property. Make sure the agreement addresses who owns the work product created by the contractor. In many cases, this will be the business that hired the contractor. 6. Termination. Review the conditions under which the agreement can be terminated by either party, including any required notice periods. Make sure these are understood. 7. Liability and indemnification. Understand the liability and indemnification clauses, which outline responsibilities and protections in case of losses or damages created as a result of the engagement. And 8. Dispute resolution. Review the methods for resolving disputes such as mediation, arbitration, or court litigation. Average cost to hire a lawyer. Hiring a lawyer to review your independent contractor agreement is always recommended. ContractsCounsel's marketplace allows you to post your project and receive competitive bids from lawyers to compare. Based on our data, the average cost to review an independent contractor agreement is $400 on a flat fee. This is based on 50 recent projects from across all U.S. states. Legal fees can vary based on the following factors. State or location. Lawyer fees may vary based on where they are located. For example, a lawyer in New York City will likely have a higher rate than a lawyer in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Length of contract. Given lawyers traditionally bill by the hour, an agreement with more pages will require more of their time, which can make the legal costs higher. Complexity of terms. If there are complicated terms in the agreement, it can increase legal fees since it will require the lawyer to spend more time working on the project. Reviewing an independent contractor agreement is critical in making sure you protect your rights and ensure a successful professional relationship. If you need help from an experienced lawyer, feel free to search Contracts Counsel or visit ContractsCounsel.com and post a job to get quotes from lawyers to help you. Thanks for watching.